Are you ready for your interview?
It's not my interview.
It is an interview. Olá, povo! Tudo bem com vocês?
Oi, tudo bem? Tudo, mano? Ela quer para ask questions.
Tá vendo, gente? Não é só no Brasil que a gente mistura o português com o inglês. Fica a dica. Continue aprendendo. Beleza, gente. Então, hoje viemos aqui gravar esse vídeo pra falar pra vocês um pouquinho da experiência dele aqui no Brasil, o que ele tem sentido, como tem sido, as diferenças que ele sente em relação a algumas coisas que acontecem aqui, não acontecem lá. Então, tudo isso. Então, algumas coisas que ele conseguir falar, ele vai falar em português, mas, é claro, tudo que a gente conversar em inglês, eu vou deixar a legenda aqui embaixo. Então, é uma ótima aula pra vocês que estão querendo praticar. Então, bora lá. How was your first impressions about Brazil? How was?
So my first impression was good. There was a lot of people when I first got here, so I guess, Brazilians are a little bit more vocal. They're a little bit more loud in terms of tonality when they speak. I thought she was speaking too loud in the train because we took the train from the metro. We took the subway from the airport to our Airbnb, and while we were on the train, it was quiet, but she was talking really loud. I thought everyone could hear, and I also thought everyone could understand what she was saying, but that turned out to not be the case because she was speaking English to me instead of Portuguese, and a lot of people here only understand a little bit of English. So that was different. I feel like there's a lot of pollution here in Sao Paulo, and I also think there's a lot of people, a lot more people. I've been in New York, and that was a lot of people, but here is a lot of people spread out. I feel there's way more people here.
You feel it's worse than New York, or is it super similar?
Oh, it's totally different. And so in New York, there's a lot more people walking around, and can catch, pretty much one metro, but it's not like here. There's buses and metros and cars and motorcycles and people walking too, but it's a little bit more spread out. And New York is way more condensed. And so I don't know if anyone's ever been in New York, but it's a totally different vibe than here.
You feel like Brazil is safe? Where we've been, Airbnb?
No. So our Airbnb, it was next to the police station, so it was just kind of strange.
Oh, yeah. Nosso Airbnb era na esquina e na outra, era na esquina. Aí na rua, assim, do lado, na lateral, era já um posto policial, então,
sim, lá foi muito guns.
What do you mean to say?
There was a lot of guns.
Ah, sim. Ele quis dizer que tinha muitas armas ali naquela área.
Yeah, I was really scared. We in America we don't have guns just out in the open like that. We do, but it's not as open and frequent as it was when I first got here. So yeah, that was my first impression. Then we got to the Airbnb. I was like, wow, this place is pretty nice. So.
Do Airbnb era bem legal, né? Mas a região nem tanto. Gente, eu tenho foto e vídeos lá no meu Instagram, tá? @DebraAlvesOficial, se vocês quiserem conferir. Isso foi em agosto de 2019, então eu tenho vídeos e fotos lá, se vocês quiserem dar uma olhadinha, só lá no meu Instagram. What about the food?
Alright, so comida e muito bom. Eu gosto de frango, eu gosto de hambúrguer, e eu gosto
Pizza. Ele ama pizza.
Mais ou menos pizza.
That's not true.
Mais ou menos pizza e hot dog.
Hot dog, are you sure?
Mas eu gosto muito hambúrguer e barbecue.
Claro, né, gente? Ele é um americano.
Mas eu não pizza. Eu não gosto hot dog either.
Ele não gosta do nosso hot dog, gente, que isso é uma calamidade, é um absurdo, eu concordo. Eu devia expulsar ele da minha casa por não gostar do nosso hot dog, mas ele tá mentindo sobre as pizzas, porque ele adora pizza, tipo, todo final de semana se ele puder ele come pizza. You love pizza, stop lying.
Mais ou menos. I really like pastel. Cana de chica.
Temos uma história dessa sobre pastel para os próximos capítulos dessa novela.
Beer here is they're a little bit more open to letting people drink on the streets, which is really different in America. It's actually illegal to have an open alcohol beverage on the street, so that was definitely different. How you say our gente?
What do you
say?
mean?
Our drinks.
Nossas bebidas.
Nossas
Bebidas.
Tem muito açúcar.
As bebidas deles têm muito açúcar, é uma quantidade assim insuportável de açúcar. Do you like our natural drinks, juices, right? Not our natural juices.
Está diferente.
É só diferente.
Yeah, it's different.
What about my family? When you met them, what do you feel? How was your first impressions?
So my first impressions of your family were
louca.
Yeah, but they're similar to most Brazilians.
They are watching you.
Yeah, I know. They have. That's fine.
Be careful.
So there's like this culture of like togetherness as a more tight-knit family. At least Brazil has it. We have it in America, but it's kind of a distance because so here Brazilians don't move out of their family's house until they're like married or like super old. But in America, we're already like cultured to move out after 18 because of college and after all that. So obviously that has changed a lot, and our economy is not doing so well. So a lot of people tend to go home and stay with their family.
Eu não sei se vocês conseguem ouvir direito, mas eu tenho vizinhos maravilhosos que sempre estão com som alto, e agora a gente tá gravando numa sexta-feira à noite, porque esse é um dos melhores momentos que a gente tem pra gravar. Mas se não ficar bom, se ficar muito alto o volume deles lá, eu faço um outro vídeo e eu edito, sei lá, mas também. Any other things that is like super different about Brazil, America? You feel like was your first like shock, like you first like whoa?
And I was like, oh, that's a lot of Brazilians here. I mean, obviously, I remember.
Oh, I remember. Eu lembro de uma coisa importante. I remember, and let me say em português. Eu lembro que antes dele vir pra cá, ele tava super assim, de boa, meu português não tá muito bom, mas muita gente no Brasil fala inglês. Então, suave, ainda mais em São Paulo, capital enorme. Então, bora lá. I remember that you told me that a lot of people speak English in São Paulo. How do you feel about that right now?
Oh, yeah, I used to think that. Eu não acho agora. Brasil diferente.
But you think a lot of people talk English in here?
Não, não. Eu nunca ver gringos.
Oh, you never saw gringos here?
Not really, not in August. No.
Alright, any other things?
I mean, I guess like in any other big city, there's a lot of helicopters. But I feel like I've seen a lot of helicopters.
But you like that though.
So yeah, Brazil has a lot of they're not skyscrapers, called high rises. High rises, so tall buildings
and everywhere. It's not like in America because it's just in downtown, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of high rises.
Ele ficou impressionado como a gente tem muitos prédios e são prédios muito, tudo junto, né? Não lá nos Estados Unidos os prédios são só na cidade, assim, aqui, localizada. Nesse círculo aqui tem um monte de prédios. Tanto que se você ver qualquer filme de Los Angeles ou qualquer outra cidade filmando a cidade, você vai ver que é um lugar que tem vários prédios altos. São os prédios industriais e outros tipos. Agora, no Brasil, é residencial com empresarial, é tudo enorme e em qualquer lugar. Então ele ficou muito impressionado com isso. Muito impressionado. Right?
We went to a club, the first... oh yeah, that's another thing about Brazil. Yeah, so the
Speaking parties.
Música is play jogar muito loud.
Muito alto.
Muito alto.
Toca muito alto.
But so in the club there was American music being played, and then after that they just stopped playing like hip hop and all the, because we went to a Bali funk club because I wanted to experience some of the music. But in the beginning of the night, probably like around like I don't know 11 or so, it was playing American music, and then after that, like later on in the night, they only played like Bali funk, or at least tried to, and Bali funky. And you know.
Mas foi bem light, gente. A gente foi só numa balada lá que tocava mais música. Eu não vou levar ele na favela pra ouvir baile funk, né? Talvez.
No, it was just I always wanted to go. No,
yeah, I'm saying it was not in a baile favela baile funk.
Oh, no,
it's different. It was a nightclub. Favela baile.
I just wanted to hear the music and get a feel for it. But Brazilians party like extremely late into the night, so that's definitely not. At least in some parts of the U.S., that's kind of normal. I mean, mainly in New York, but anywhere else in the country, there's a roughly 2 a.m. Curfew. Like, so all clubs and stuff shut down at 2 a.m. But here, at least in Sao Paulo, it seems like it never stops. I mean, it doesn't seem like it literally does not stop.
Doesn't ever stop.
Never stop. So, yeah, I feel like at least the place where we were, it was like very beautiful at night, like when you do a drive down.
Oh, the area.
Yeah, it's amazing.
A gente foi na Zona Sul, né, gente? Uma Zona Sul que não é Capão Redondo, mas foi bem bom. Então, foi bem diferente. Right?
Yeah.
It was different.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess, and the people here are like Brazil has very beautiful people, physically and like vibrantly. So just meeting people, you get a good feel for great energy and happiness and well-being. So, but yeah, so that was one of the big differences I experienced in August.
That's it.
Yeah, it was pretty freaky. That's pretty much my experience. I mean, there was a lot of like little detail stuff I can go over, but yeah, for the most part, it was pretty good. Yeah, for the most part, it was pretty good.
Alright. Então é isso, gente. Essas foram as impressões dele sobre o Brasil num primeiro momento ali, né? Quando eu mencionei que ele veio pra cá em agosto de 2019. E a gente vai fazer outros vídeos de outras informações e vocês acompanhem que vai ter muita coisa legal, tá? Dá um like aqui embaixo, se inscreve no canal e wanna say them just...
Don't forget to like, leave a description below, or leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel.
Desce! Então é isso, gente. Muito obrigada por hoje. Se inscreve aqui no canal, deixa um like.
Beleza. A gente se fala.
A gente se fala.